In this video, I'm going to share my favorite acrylic brands. I'm going to review all kinds of price ranges. We will talk about affordable brands as well as boutique ones. Coming up. Hello guys, this is Anastasia. This is a highly requested video from you. I have a similar video on my channel already, but it is rather old. Some things have changed since then. I tried new products and it is definitely time to do an update. This video is not sponsored. All products that I'm going to recommend in this video were chosen by me. With some brands, I did collaborations on my channel, with some I didn't. Just want to assure you that all recommendations are simply based on my experience and personal preference. Let's get started. I used to believe that if the product is affordable, there is no way it can be good. But ever since I started doing this blog and trying new products almost every day, I realized that this is not true. One of the acrylic brands that I would like to recommend is Model Ones. I have many videos using this product on my channel already. They have acrylic powders and also they have 2-in-1, which are both dip and acrylic powders. I love working with their color powders because they're super easy to apply, easy to blend, they do not clog the brush, and most colors are very bright and intense. Most color powders are medium setting and some colors are slow setting, which makes them perfect for beginners or nail technicians who have troubles applying the product before it cures. Next favorite affordable brand is Saviland. I tried it about a year ago and fell in love. Honestly, I think this brand is highly underrated because I don't hear about it much and it is so good. They have many cool acrylic powder collections with different effects, such as glow-in-the-dark, glitter, color changing, and more. I also like that they offer acrylic powders in small jars, because let's be honest, most of the colors that we own, we are not going to use the entire jar. Even though it feels good owning a large volume of products, from my experience, only a few colors are used frequently, such as white, white glitter, or nude. But all colors, especially neons, pastel shades, and more, are not used as much. So I think it makes sense to have only a small amount of a certain color. Color powders are slow setting, so they are suitable for beginners as well. Let's move on to medium to high price range. NSI. They have such a wide variety of different nudes, semi-transparent pink, and white powders. Also, crystal clear is amazing transparent color. This one is medium setting. But keep in mind that every time I state curing speed, there are so many factors that determine it, such as which monomer do you use, temperature in the room, consistency, and your style of work. And the nail harmony. They have great basic colors, clear, pink, and nude. I also love their glitter colors, but honestly, I can't say that I'm a fan of the pastel and basic colors, as most of them give marbles. Young nails. They have amazing color powders, especially basic colors, such as red, blue, yellow, black, and so on. Easy to apply, do not clog the brush, and most colors are super bright and clean. One of my favorite brands for basic colors is Entity. I love their clear and nude. I don't use their color powders as much, and seems like there is not much variety of them, but basic colors are amazing. Valentino has a great basic colors as well as color powders. They have many different options for nude and white colors. Some of them include different kinds of glitter. Color powder collections are great too, all of them. Glitter, metallic, pastel, and neons. Glam and Glitz have fantastic collections of glitter and regular colors. If you're a fan of a big size jars, then you will definitely like this brand. All color combinations of glitter and accessories that you can ever think of, they have it. Glow in the dark, color changing, temperature changing, large glitter, small glitter, and so on. Tones is another brand that I love, and for some reason I haven't heard of it much before I tried it. I was shocked in a good way. They have amazing collections of cover and nude powders, semi-transparent, dark nude, glitter nudes, and much more. Each color is available in small and big volume. Their color powder collections are mind-blowing. They have so many colors I've never seen in any other brands, such as metallic shades, fall colors, neon colors, pastel neons. I own around 8 color powder collections of tones, and it feels like I have all colors in the world, even though I know that they have much more in their brand. Tones color powders are awesome for any kind of nail art. It works for a 3D design, for blending, for backgrounds, and more. Each color has such a great coverage that you do not need to use a lot. There is another brand that I recently tried, only a few colors though, but it's also good. Fairy Glow. Now let's create some simple nail art using my favorite acrylic products. Clear is by Entity, and this is one of the best transparent acrylic powders because usually acrylic is not as crystal transparent as hard gel, but this particular powder is so easy to work on, and what I really like about it's so easy to catch the proper consistency. I get many questions regarding acrylic brush that I'm using, so this one is by Harmony. About 2 years ago, there was a rumor or a message that Kolinsky brushes for acrylic will not be available anymore. So I panicked a little bit and bought like 15 acrylic brushes because I was really worried that they will not be available anymore. And actually, this was just a rumor because now you can still buy them. I will use Savillent acrylic powder for the background, and I took just a small amount of acrylic, just a tiny bead, and it covers almost the entire nail. I really like this kind of powders, but since it is pearl, it contains a small particles of glitter, which are kind of hard to clean off the brush. So I recommend using whether a separate brush for this kind of powders or clean them thoroughly. Maybe you would even like to have a separate dappen dish with a monomer. Otherwise, all the rest of the colors and the design will be covered in this glitter, which is actually not such a bad thing, right? I will add additional purple beads, and these ones are by Savillent too, and the darker one is by Tones. If you would like to create an ombre, like a fading look, then you may use the consistency which is closer to wet. When you're working on the nail, you need to create a clear, transparent foundation first, and then on top you can actually play with the consistency. But do not use this technique directly on the natural nail because working with a wet consistency will be really bad for adhesion and for the natural nail as well. I will finish up by adding a little bit of white, and the white was by Harmony, and then I add the darker purple color by Tones. These colors work so well together, and yes, you can absolutely combine different brands in one design as long as you're using only professional products. I like when color acrylic powders are so pigmented because you don't really need to use a lot to get the color you need, which means you don't really need a big volume of this color acrylic. This small jar will be working for quite a long time. And finally, I'm going to seal it with clear acrylic by Entity. When encapsulating the design, it is important to use the proper consistency, not too wet and not too dry. Then I take off the form and I need to slightly file and shape the nail. And I think it doesn't look exactly complete, even though it still looks nice as just a marble, but I think a few silver accents will not hurt, so I am using a gel paint by Red Iguana to add some silver accents. Cure in LED for 1 minute, and then we need to seal it with a top coat. By the way, for acrylic nails you can also use the dip top coat or regular nail polish top coat. But in my opinion, the best option is definitely gel top coat because it cures only for 30 seconds in LED, it has the best shine, and also it is going to hide some imperfections after filing and shaping. This is my top favorite acrylic brands. If I did not mention some brand in this video, it does not necessarily mean that I hate it. It is quite possible that I haven't tried it. Or with some brands, if I tried only 1 or 2 colors, I think this is not enough to assume that I like the products of this brand or not. However, if you have a favorite acrylic brand that you think that I need to try, please share it in the comments. I would love to read your favorites. Links to the brands that I mentioned will be in the description box. For some brands, I will also include discount codes. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe because more exciting videos with my favorite products and tutorials are coming next week. See you in my next one. Goodbye!